this dental practice opportunity really came out of left field. Didn't show up when I was sitting at home reviewing spreadsheets, going over a vision board, or even just praying that something magical would happen. No, this one came when I was actually preparing myself to do a interview for a full-time position at the dental school. I was full steam ahead towards academia. I was done working with brokers. I was done searching. I was just done with that part of my life. I was done with clinical life. I was ready to give it all to the school. I was ready to give it all to the students, to give it to my coworkers at the school, fellow teachers. They're awesome. I love them. That's where I wanted to be, I thought. But, that's just not how it works. Universe likes to throw curveballs, as it were. So I was about a week out from this interview when up in my email inbox shows something from a good friend of mine at the dental school who's in admissions. He had been reached out to by one of our fellow alums saying that he was ready to sell his practice and that here were some details. Forward it to people you know. So sends it to me. I respond like, hey, this is great and cool and stuff, but I think I'm going to start teaching at the school. At least I'm going to be interviewing. I think that's where my head's at. So that's cool. I just want to make sure you were on the list because I was thinking of you. He's all, but I'm not a broker. And I just had a laugh. It's like, well, with this, you might just be. And from future conversations with him, this isn't the only time that this has happened to him where people reach out. So I had a laugh that this came up when it did. And then I'm at school the next week, the week before the interview, when another friend of mine who I had get along with famously, and he comes up to me. He's like, hey, I'm going to lunch, or I just had lunch with a hygienist I'm really good friends with. And she was saying at how her office, her boss is looking to sell his practice. Let me get his information and we'll hook you guys up. I just shake my head. I tell him what had happened thus far, and we're just laughing about it. And don't want to say no to opportunity. So that's the biggest thing you don't ever want to do is just close yourself off, put all your eggs in one basket, as it were. And so I make contact with both these different docs and make a time to come see them on the same day. Funny enough, hit one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and off we go. Funny side story though, real fast, is that friend of mine who put me onto that second doctor here in the city is also the same doc friend who put me in contact with my job right after COVID, which it will be a different story at some point. Some good stories there. So that's where I'm at. I have a job interview lined up at the school and 2 offices that are looking for a way out now that they've been in practice long enough. And where do I go from here, right? Like what a nice thing to happen, but it seems like all at once. But again, don't want to say no to anything, don't want to turn myself off, so I set those times up. I go out to go see them. And I just remember walking into the office that I'm looking at now, and it's a second floor of a just a a general building, and you get up the stairs and all of a sudden you're in the hallway, but there is nothing on these walls. It is white, it is bare, it is stark, is how I remember feeling walking in. And as I walk by, I see there's still the little photo holders or whatever on the walls, and thinking, why have they not put something up or at least taken those out and covered up the holes? Just funny. But then you walking down the hall and there's his doorway into his office, and just like that, you're in a whole new place. You're at the dental office. What the hallway was didn't matter. It's like you're transported to where you're going. And he's great. Super warm, super welcoming. We chat for about 2 hours. We get off pretty famously, a lot of similarities. Talk about dental practice. We talk about what he does, how the practice is going, what he's looking for, kind of timeline. He's wanting to get out. He's wanting to just sell the practice. Thinks he has a good situation for somebody, just for trying to find the right person. Talk about all the stuff that you think of as working in a dental practice, what he does, what he refers, how much he's making, how much the office makes, all the things I thought I knew I had to ask about. And we get talking. He has all this other stuff to talk about, stuff I never even would have thought to consider. and sitting there realizing I just have so much to learn. And if I'm going to buy this place, so much I need to learn and quick. And that's kind of where we're at now. Month two later, we're LOI signed. We're looking for closing here in the next couple months, getting financing, due diligence, all the things. So he and I are emailing back and forth, a couple times a week, getting stuff from the office. I'm working with my people, trying to make sure that everything's moving forward smoothly, have a checklist there that we're working our way through. And it's just, oh man, the beginning was something, and kind of out of nowhere. So needless to say, I didn't get the job at the school, and fully transitioned now away from school, and we are full steam ahead to getting a practice. And just kind of a whirlwind and whiplash, all those things. And so that's how this all really kind of started. An email from a friend with all the other things happening all at the same time. And, that's just where we're going to keep moving. I wish I had understood earlier that you're never really done exploring. You're never really done unless you close yourself off. And so you just have to stay open. You have to keep asking questions, keep talking to people. If you're good, you're doing good, being good, those things kind of come back to you. I don't want to say like full karma type stuff, but that's really how I feel this has gone. And so that's where I'm at right now. I'll keep sharing. I'll keep telling you what I learned along the way and see how this journey goes. Thanks for coming along.